Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and today I'm just doing a couple little things. I'll show you down here. I got some beautiful cherry tomatoes from my friend. No, they didn't come out of my garden, but from my friend, and I'm going to slice those in half and I'm going to dehydrate them. And I also got a little dish of baby carrots here that I'm going to chop and dehydrate. But I thought, I might show you how to dehydrate this. It's so easy for those of you who grow cherry tomatoes. You think, oh, I get overwhelmed with them and I don't know what to do with them all. Well, I just do like so. I just cut them in half and I lay them on my dehydrator tray. Now you can dehydrate these till they're crisp. I like them when they're kind of leathery. And then I use them in my, I'll add them to soups and stews and chilies and my stir fries, especially my stir fries. I love them that way. But this is a good way to do, a good way to preserve. This is a good way to preserve an abundance of cherry tomatoes. It works well. A little tedious, but the flavor absolutely concentrates in these when they're dehydrated. These, sometimes they don't even make it to a soup or a stew because you just open the jar and you can just like munch on them. They're so good. Have a little handful of dried cherry tomatoes. They're wonderful. It takes them just a little longer to dehydrate. These will probably dehydrate all night. It's in the evening now here, so I'll let them go all night. And they might even go a little bit into tomorrow. But I knew I wasn't going to be able to eat all these in salads, so I thought I'm going to dehydrate them. I've got a little bit in the fridge for my salads, but for the majority of them, I'm dehydrating them. And that, friends, is how they'll look on your tray. How nice, huh? Put them in a nice single layer, and it works fantastic. Now, my carrots, I just put them in my little Vidalia chopper. I just line them all up in there and I chop them. There we go. Okay. These I'm just going to spread out on this tray nice and even. These will probably take just about as long as the tomatoes take to dry. Maybe a little longer. But that's it. That's how those will look on your tray. And I'm going to put those on my dehydrator. I'm probably going to toss some frozen veggies in here with it. And I might fill up the trays. I got a couple other things that I could cut up and dehydrate. So that, friends, is all I'm going to show you. And I will be back to show you how they turn out when they're done. Okay, my dehydrator trays are done. Remember I showed you drying my cherry tomatoes and my carrots. Well, I added a few more to it, so I thought I'd show you. I dried some squash and I dried some green peppers, some more green peppers from my garden. So I'll show you all that. The tomatoes, they turned out beautiful. I'll show you. Absolutely pretty. And they're crispy, you can hear that. I like them crispy. I don't like them leathery. I like them well dried. So with those, I'm just going to put these Let me move my camera down. I'm just going to put these in a Ziploc bag because I'm going to be drying more. And after I get them dried, then I'll package them in my pint-sized bags and I will vacuum seal them. And I love these. These are good even to just open them up and munch on them. I love them in chilies and pasta dishes. So I'm going to leave them sitting right in that little bag right there. And as I dry them, I'll fill it up more. Let's see, what do I got here? I got carrots here. These turned out really good. These were those little baby carrots that I had. So I'm going to put those in my big bucket here. Because I do have my nice jar of carrots here. You can see that. And I'm going to pour what's there. It takes a lot of carrots to fill this jar. But I'll probably have this jar completely full by winter time. Because carrots, they go on sale quite a bit. I just like them dehydrated. Now this is my squash that I did. I did some that I cubed up, and I did some, no, wait a minute. This is patty pan. I'm sorry. This is my patty pan squash that I chunked up, my yellow patty pan, and that's my yellow summer squash, and I just sliced that. So those aren't going to go in the same bag. But I'm going to do the same thing with these. You can see this. You can see how nice. You can hear how nice they dried. Beautiful. And the same thing with these. I'm going to package these because I'm going to be drying a lot of these. Look at this. I got a whole nother big bowl that's got to go on the dehydrator. And that's all patty pan squash in there. So as my bag gets full, I will package them in vacuum bags and seal them. This I don't need to dump in there. I can just go like so. Just put these in here. These dehydrate beautifully. I don't blanch them. There's very few things that I blanch before I dehydrate. Celery is one thing that most of the time I do blanch. And mushrooms, very seldom do I blanch them. And I know so many people would go round and round with me that you must blanch mushrooms before you dry them. But I don't. Nor have I ever had any problems doing that. They rehydrate just fine for me. And I use them in soups and spaghettis and casseroles, all that. And they do just fine. So those three are going to be set aside. Now my green peppers. And these, friends, turn out beautiful. These are my green and purple peppers. So, and I just mix them. It doesn't matter. They all go in dishes. Look at it. Hear how crisp that is? That's what you want. All right, that's going to go in this. And the same with this, but all my garden peppers are going into here for my winter storage. And that's that, friends. That's how easy that is to dehydrate stuff. Now with these, we'll do this. And I'll show you with these. I just lay these out. Just so you see how I do this. And I try to layer them all in single layers. And if I fill this one, I've got my other dehydrator that's on standby. See, they just go on a single layer there, just like so. And these will be dry by morning. They don't take long to dry at all. So I'll most likely fill these trays and some. So I'll be getting out my other dehydrator. And I can't tell you really the temperature you need to dry them at and the length of time, because my dehydrator is an old one and it it doesn't have a thermostat or a timer or anything. So I just dry it until it's crisp. That is all I do. And this works out great. And you can always take and put a little cup. I just didn't grab one upside down so that your stuff doesn't fall through those holes. But these are so big I don't worry about it. Now if you're going to freeze these, you're going to want to blanch them. But I'm not freezing them. I'm just going to dehydrate them. So, that's all there is to it. And this was like 5, I think I cut up 5 of my nice sized patty pans. So there you go, friends. My trays are full. I got just a little bit left. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and blanch that little bit and put it in the freezer. But there you have it. That's how easy it is to dehydrate stuff. I won't bring you back and show you this because I've already showed you the dried patty pan. But this is just to show you how I fill my trays. All right, friends. There you have it. Give it a try. Get dehydrating your bounty. Thanks for watching.